Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the WREP cast. I'm your host, Lucian Barrows, and I finally gnawed through my restraints. The man to my right is still working on his, apparently, load failure 404.
I've almost got it.
Well, try not to gnaw through the buckles.
That's why my teeth hurt.
Yeah, pretty much. You need to watch that.
Dang
We
it.
don't have a dental plan like this yet, so...
Why not?
Because we can't afford one. We're on the run.
Oh.
And...
What's wrong with,
Hush! I am trying to talk. Go back to chewing. Okay, and tonight we have a special guest, the man, the myth, the not quite legendary. He's one of our experiments that we're locked in here for. He is number 9. Number 9, how's it going?
Going pretty well, sir. How are you?
Good. My teeth hurt too. I hit a few buckles on the way down. Okay, so, okay. First topic we want to go into real quick here is I promised a friend of ours that we'd help promote something that he and some of his buddies do. They're all over in Japan right now on in Okinawa, which is apparently an island district there in Japan. I've never been there, so I don't know. I hear it's warm. But
nice.
So what we're going to do real quick is we're going to promote something called Island Gamers. You can find Island Gamers' Facebook page under Island Gamers. If you don't know how to spell island, go back to kindergarten. And gamers, well, if you are one, you know. If not, go back to kindergarten. Yeah, they do some kind of funny stuff, actually.
It is entertaining.
Some weird and or half-assed game reviews of older video games or just fun video games, and some goofball kind of shit. It's right up our friend's alley. Which our friend happens to be the man named Corrington. I don't know why he decided to start going by Corrington, but whatever. That's his thing, and it works. Look, when you just call the man Corey, it's Corey. You don't need Corrington. He doesn't need to sound official. Whatever, he's weird like us, so it fits.
It does fit.
Anyway, you can also look him up on his YouTube channel, which has Island Gamers, some things from his I shouldn't say a little, but from his music career, his own personal blogs, which are equally as goofy as the Island Gamer things, if you ask me.
Figure.
Yeah, I know, right? How about that? I think he's up to 100 and something vlogs now.
Wow.
Yeah, he's been doing it for about a year, so it's kind of
okay.
interesting. He's got nothing better to do than talk to a camera most of the time.
Apparently.
I should really get in touch with him so he's a little less touched in the head. But
I don't think that would help.
No, probably not.
Yeah.
He's a good kid, though.
Anyway. We like him.
Okay, now that we've done our little shameless favorite plug,
you said plug.
Yeah, like a butt plug.
You said plug and butt.
Okay, a couple quick things here. A little bit of news. Number 9, you might end up helping us with this kind of thing. We've also got another experiment that might join with us sometime. We haven't given him a number yet. We'll work on that.
Yeah.
But Dr. Lucian here, PhD. I am going to, and maybe Load here will occasionally hop on to twitch.tv, which is mostly, it's pretty much a game live stream channel. And since we are gamers and this is partially a gaming podcast, we want to advertise the hell out of ourselves.
Yes.
Basically, there is no shame in my body, so I will plug away.
Oh boy.
It's
kind of scary and entertaining at the same time.
We're going to set up a profile as soon as we're done here with the recording, and we will put it in the what we're calling the link dump because that just seems to be the easiest name for it. So
yeah.
Because this is a dump.
No,
I know. Okay,
Come
sorry.
on.
Sorry. I have to take a dump. That's what I mean.
Oh, okay. That
Whatever.
makes more sense.
So twitch.tv. And it'll probably, I don't know what the name of our channel is going to be yet, but I will try to get on there as much as possible and entertain my little puppet. No, I'll be the puppet. Whatever. My would-be bosses, we'll call them.
Oh, okay.
Because if, they support me, they might pay me. So I'll try to be on there as often as possible. Probably
we work for money.
probably either playing Minecraft, maybe some Xbox games, depending.
Yeah.
I might do some of those more with people, kind of thing. And this also brings me to the next topic. Another game that I'll be trying to stream on there and occasionally record and throw on our channel here on YouTube is the first real topic that's not a shameless plug for ourselves. It's a shameless plug for a company that I can't remember the name of off the top of my head. I have to actually pay attention to that sometime.
Yes, you should.
But the
So
it's
if you're doing a plug for a company you don't know the name of.
right.
That's Lucian for you.
That's me. I'm very, very, what's the word? Oh, forgetful.
That's very good.
So, anyway, shameless plug for this company. They are making a game called, well, it's already made in a sense. It's in the early alphas. It's called 7 Days to Die. What it is it's a zombie survival game that's kind of set up like Minecraft in a sense.
Oh, like
Some of the world is kind of
blocky?
sort of, but the graphics are better. The characters
Better
look
blocky graphics.
Okay, let me put it this way. Until you come across the hill, you really can't tell the difference between what looks realistic and then what's, Minecrafty. So it has what you would call photorealism kind of graphics. So, except for the characters are a little weird, but whatever, it's no big deal.
Okay.
But it is a badass game. Me and our other experiment are playing it right now. We're running a kind of private Hamachi server, which Hamachi is for a dedicated server, so you can run it off the local PC and all that. And so we run it off of his because mine's not quite good enough, and we've been playing together, and hopefully we can start streaming some of that maybe by next Friday if we're lucky. So that can be nice.
Sounds like fun.
But the game is in an early alpha stage, and they're planning on adding a lot more. Right now, it's still kind of bare bones kind of deal, but I think for as much fun as I'm having with it right now as a bare bones kind of deal, I think it's only going to get better.
So now is this game in the Minecraft sense like it's like how Minecraft is, where the world is ongoing? Or?
At the moment, no. I'm not sure if that's something that they're having in the works. Also, unlike Minecraft, they have at least right now in the alpha, they have a pre-generated world, so it's always going to be the same kind of deal. But you're not going to be guaranteed to always find the same kind of loot in each bag or piece of garbage or car or anything like that. So, and no, cars aren't drivable, which thank God, because sometimes you come down a road and next thing you know it's a blocky hill, so it's like, oh, that's a little awkward.
Oh, come on.
Yeah, it'd been fun
Haven't you
this year,
watched any of the Bourne movies? He does that skillfully.
Well, he does it on stairs, doesn't he?
Well,
There's
but it's blocky, though.
Well, there's a difference. Stairs are smaller than these kind of blocks, so it's kind of we're talking like blocks that are like up to your waist kind of thing. So
okay.
anyway,
Yeah,
I know in Alpha 2 when it comes out, they're going to be releasing something that's going to probably piss the hell out of me. Is climbing zombies and flying enemies, because right now we live on a rooftop that we've somewhat fortified down below, so as soon as they add Alpha 2 in, well, we've got to start fortifying above us too, otherwise we are boned, because you will die a lot in that game.
So is it kind of like Killing Floor a little bit, or House of Zombies, or... he's the one who's been looking at this. I haven't seen it at all.
It's more... Well, you probably don't know what that one is either. You probably never played or seen State of Decay.
I have not.
Man, I have really got to catch you up in gaming.
Yes, you do.
Let's see here. It's not really like any of those. Granted, when the zombies do come, you do have to face waves and waves of them sometime, but you don't always have to face them. There's no sleeping mechanic in the game, and I don't know if they're going to add one, so nighttime will come, and you should probably be on a rooftop that is only accessible by a ladder. Because the zombies get faster in the dark, and are pretty slow in the sun. You can find a few guns around the map. Most ammo isn't craftable yet, but will be. You can also do actual mining for some things. There's coal, there's iron, there's lead, I think there's supposed to be copper, some other stuff you can use to make gunpowder, things like that. So eventually you can make TNT, landmines out of junk, pretty much, kind of deal.
Boy, TNT.
Yeah, you can grow 3 types of food right now: corn, potatoes, and blueberries. And the potatoes, I haven't found any growing anywhere naturally, but the corn you can find on a farm, and the blueberries grow around naturally. There's still a lot of things they have to work on, but even as it is right now in early alpha 1.1, which because that just came out the other day as 1.1, it's actually still a really fun game. They offer up the alpha for I think $35 right now. So
to do an alpha?
Well, you get the alpha, but it's kind of like what Minecraft did. When Minecraft first came out with their alpha, they sold it for about $15. And after you buy it for that $15, you never have to pay for it again. Once it becomes a full game, you own the full game then.
Oh, now that's actually very
I think
nice.
these guys are doing the same thing with 7 Days to Die. Is you buy the alpha, eventually it seems like it'll come out to be like a $60 game with as much content that'll be in there, especially with the graphics and all that. So it costs a little bit more money than Minecraft does to put together, and it's not running Java. So, yeah.
So it might actually run a little bit faster.
Yes.
Yay!
Depending on your computer.
Well, for those of us who know a little bit about coding, Java may be multi-platform, but it's definitely slower.
Indeed. So, anyway, so the idea is, from what I can tell, is that, I think got something here real quick. Okay. Anyway, it seems like it's going to be one of those things that you buy the alpha and then you get to get the updates until the initial release, and then you still get it, and then you just own it. So, and if that's the case, I need to look into it a little bit more. 'Cause I think that's what it is. If that's the case, that's awesome. That kind of thing is awesome. I mean, granted, you're still getting paid to play early edition of a game, or no, you're not getting paid. You're paying to play your early edition of a game instead of getting paid. But at the same time, you get this game that might eventually be $60 for half the price. So it's kind of nice. So yeah, it's not a bad thing, really. So anyway, but yeah, 7 Days to Die. With any luck, we'll try to do a live stream on Twitch this Friday, and we'll try to put it on our Facebook and Twitter so that people can come check it out. And yeah, who knows? Maybe we'll pick up more fans that way through Twitch. With any luck.
Yes.
And
it would be great to have more invisible people following us.
I do love the invisible people.
Yes.
They're so fun.
They are. Especially when they dance.
Indeed. They wear bells and they jingle. And
I know.
They have cute little hats and.
Anyway.
Sorry, I forgot we were recording it.
Yeah.
Anyway, moving on. One last quick thing in our little gaming section, because I'd be miffed if I didn't mention this, and probably be beaten if I didn't by some people.
Yes.
Another game coming up this Tuesday for those who are looking forward to it.
Ooh.
Grand Theft Auto 5. I really don't want to jack shit about this game right now because I'm a Saints Row guy now. But for what it's worth, it does still look interesting. It's back in the San Andreas region that the Grand Theft Auto San Andreas took place in. So,
Nice.
There's 3 main characters, so if I'm to assume anything, you'll probably be split between playing them. If Rockstar is smart, you get to choose who you want to play through first and all that. But I don't know how it's going to go exactly. Kind of waiting. I know one of our other experiments is planning on getting it and playing it. Which brings me to another quick topic here. One of our experiment number 9 decided that he was going to escape. So he's not with us anymore right now, and that could be a problem. I guess.
think we can wait till the end of.
Yeah, I mean we're busy, so I think we can wait.
Yeah, I think we're fine.
We can pick him up later. I'm sure we'll find him eating some food, not someone, some food.
Yeah, I was gonna say, come on.
He's not that dangerous.
Not yet.
It shouldn't be a problem. But let's see here. If we want to talk dangerous things or chemicals, or I mean, no, we don't have any chemicals that were used to make him.
No,
it was an accidental mutation caused by magic.
Yes,
It was all magic. Anyway,
yes.
Let's get out of this topic and go to Syria. I'm sure everybody's
no,
sick
I don't
of
want to
Syria.
go to Syria.
Okay, I don't want to go there.
Warm.
Let's talk about it. At least.
Okay, that's fine.
I'm sure everybody else is sick as shit as I am about hearing it.
I am.
But at the same time, okay, well, first let's start with, we have another correction to the correction. Someone told Low Failure here that it was 100,000 people that were killed. That seems a little high, like the person might have been. Oh, kidding. Kidding. I'm sure there were nice people that do things.
Yes.
And stuff.
And stuff and things.
But from what I read in the paper, it was 1,400, not 100,000. But so you were close on your first guesstimate. Ooh, I hate that word.
Yeah.
But yeah, so 1,400, still really effing bad. And but anyway, we bring up Syria again because Russia and the United States have made a deal with Syria to, well, basically they have to inventory all their chemical warfare, weaponry, and all that kind of things. And they have to have the inventory done within the week and present it to, I think, the United States and Russia and probably the whole UN, I'm guessing.
I would imagine so.
And then they have to basically turn over everything for their chemical warfare programs and all that by mid-2014. If they don't, it would seem that the president is going to probably go over there and try to beat the shit out of them. So that's a thing.
Now wait, is he gonna use his super spidey sense to beat the shit out of him?
You don't use spidey sense to beat up people. You use spidey sense so people can't beat you up.
I see. No, I was actually watching watching a recording from his address Tuesday. He was talking about how he didn't want to go to war and whatever, and that he just wants to do a missile strike, and how
kind of lead to war usually.
Usually, yes.
And
now,
that's kind of how it started with Iraq. We did a missile strike, and then next thing I know, we're striking more and more and then more.
But the powers that were at the time kind of had an open-ended ticket on that war.
Okay.
But anyway, he was talking about how he's actually seeking the approval of Congress, which is, well, good, surprising. But anyway, I'm not gonna bash him. He's, doing the best he can.
He's the powers that be, so if you bash him and he hears this, one would be, dead.
And
so, love you, Obama.
It's not us. And anybody who knows that reference, you were awesome. Anyway, he was talking about how a lot of people have been writing him letters since he first proposed it, talking about how they basically don't want to go back to war. They just got out of a decade of war, pretty much, and over a decade of war.
Still not even done yet.
Yeah. Well, they're trying to pull troops back from both fronts finally, and which is a great thing. And I don't know, it in one way it might be in our interest, you know. But that's also one of the driving points on Syria going, okay, fine, we concede, is that they just kind of look at us and go, fuck me, you know?
Yeah, you know, as far as I'm concerned with the whole Syria thing, I'm glad that our government and the Russian government and essentially, you know, the governments of the world are trying to take their toys away from them.
Yes.
I don't like the idea of anybody having any kind of chemical warfare weapons. It seems rude and unfair, and I mean, there are rules for war, damn it.
There are.
As
Apparently, we're the only ones who follow them.
Oh, I doubt that. But, you know, as bad shit as it is, there are rules of war. I don't understand that. It's
Unless
war, but
you're
whatever.
doing guerrilla war, then there are
no,
rules.
There's still rules for guerrilla warfare.
Okay,
tactics.
fine.
You can't you can't use hollow tip bullets or anything like that. Chemical warfare is usually a no-no.
Napalm.
Yeah, napalm's kind of considered bad too. And, you know, and that's
Is
fine.
napalm really considered chemical weapons? I mean, it's liquid, and it makes everything go
Well, technically it is
combust to fire.
Napalm
So
is
it's
technically a
kinda
chemical.
like- yeah, so
Okay,
it's
but
a chemical weapon,
we're not
right?
talking about napalm. We're talking about the thing that can make your skin melt without being on fire.
Oh, that's really not
Actually,
good.
yeah, I know.
Like,
I don't like that image. I don't know what sarin gas does exactly, but I mean, you know what? I don't want to know.
I don't either.
I don't want to find out the easy or the hard way.
Nope.
And that's why I'm glad they're taking them away from the Syrian government, because you know, if they're that willing to do that to their own people, who knows what happens if we piss them off. But, like, I mean, like, oh, hey, you know what? Screw you guys. You're next. Gotcha.
Yeah.
And we don't want that, because, you know.
And also, you know, a lot of people think that it's not really a threat to our national security.
It's
and
not right now, but it could be.
Exactly. And I think it's more of a threat than, you know, and more... It's more immediate than, you know, having people in airports that, you know, basically pat you down and fuel you up and whatever, you know.
What I'd like to say is, I haven't gone through an airport since 9/11 really, but I still want to say, fuck the TSA.
It's not that bad. It really isn't. I've been through there. I know there's horror stories. But
There is, yeah, I know. There's horror stories, and then there's really good stories, and there's just horror stories, which those are a little.
yeah. Well, and, you know, I heard that one lady started going through there not wearing panties. You know, she just would do that on purpose. You
Well,
know?
personally, I don't think I'd wear panties through there either, but I don't usually wear panties, so.
I'd be a little concerned if you did. Just saying.
Well, you know, don't judge. You know, okay, you know what? No, hold on. That's a totally different topic that I could have got on, but I think,
Yeah, let's.
you know, we're going to try to stay on
Please,
track.
dear God, no.
As much, no, it's not about my panties, about something. You know what? Never mind. Screw it. We're going to try our best to stay on track for once.
My God.
So let's move, for the time being, into the, yes, we're scooting over 1 foot.
Alrighty.
Yeah, the problem is I'm in a rolling chair, I'm fat, and I'm scooting over your foot.
Crap, I knew there was a reason I was in pain. And I'm still in this restraint jacket.
Yeah,
you know.
You should stop talking and start chewing, but that's probably
I've
going
been
to happen.
trying.
I'm going to leave you in the dark when this is all over. I mean, like, literally, I'm going to walk out and turn off the
Seriously.
lights.
No.
Be grateful that I don't hang you by your feet when it's over.
At least give me a beer.
Alright, but no straw. You have to figure out the rest on your own.
Come on.
You can do it. You've got a strong jaw. You can talk enough to have one. So
it's true.
Yeah, it's a valid point. Anyway,
Very
moving
valid.
on to topics more suited to you, because, you know, it's where your brain functions properly.
Boy.
Or improperly. You're rotating. So
What? Come on.
Okay, look, okay. We're moving
I've
on to
only had
technology.
to be reset a couple 100 times.
Today,
Oh,
dude, I told you
Wait.
stop running this stuff.
I upgraded.
Right, Windows 8 ain't much better, but that's a different story.
No.
Anyway.
Oh, come on.
No, we're not getting into Windows 8, not yet. Look, we're gonna talk about Google.
Oh, Google.
Have you ever Googled yourself?
I Google myself all the time.
I hope you know what Google means.
I do.
If anybody gets that general reference to a joke from a TV show that I happen to like, good on ya. Awesome. For anybody that didn't, 30 Rock. Watch it.
Yes.
Another shameless plug. Enjoy it. It's a funny show. If you don't think it's funny, go away. Anyway, Google was in the news this week, and
yet
they
again.
did a bit of a no-no.
Oh, yes, they did.
Their little no-no, if you want to call it little, was their camera cards for Google Earth. And if you don't know what Google Earth is, what rock have you been living under? Look it up on Google. They'll tell you about it. Anyway,
They're shameless like that, apparently.
like us. What can I say?
Yeah,
Except
but
we don't do
we
data.
had class.
Yeah, and we don't do data mining off of people's open Wi-Fi.
That
is what Google recently did.
Yes, they
Their
did.
camera cards for Google Earth would automatically connect to people's unprotected Wi-Fi around the world, apparently, or at the very least in the United States, from what I know. And they would gather and store people's information. And they actually tried to defend themselves in court, saying, we're not doing this thing that's against, the wiretap law. And then the court turned around and said, yeah, you are, because you're storing the information. It's one thing if you if your stuff accidentally accesses an open Wi-Fi network, fine, that happens sometimes,
Yeah.
right? My phone tries to connect to any Wi-Fi it gets near to, and if there's not a password on it, then it'll probably connect sometime.
And so is my laptop.
Because it's a really weird-ass phone, and I don't like it sometimes.
You should look into a better phone.
No, I should look into a better phone company, Spring.
Yes, but
But they're the only one got right now. It's
Oh.
whatever. That's a totally different thing.
yeah.
Google. Anyway, so yeah, sometimes that'll happen. Things will connect. Now, when you actually start, and that's not illegal.
no, it's not.
When you start storing the information that you, quote, accidentally get, then it's illegal.
By the way, how do you accidentally, get emails, addresses,
Passwords.
Seriously.
Probably bank account numbers.
Yeah. So I mean,
Depending.
we're not talking about, oh, I connected to my next door neighbor's Wi-Fi and I'm using their internet to download whatever porn.
That's what I do.
Yeah, we know that.
Would do. Haven't done. I have my own Wi-Fi to download porn from.
Good man.
Yep.
But you know what I mean? Like, okay, I'm connected to so-and-so's, I'm using Slacker. That guy's going, why is my internet running slower than crap?
Holy crap. I wonder if they got my stuff. I don't know. Sometimes
You're
anyway.
not open.
Oh no, you're right. I'm not open.
I scared you.
That's
See,
right.
That's the one good thing about what I do is I'm anal when it comes to security. Not that kind.
You know you like it.
I'm
Moving on.
Yeah. Anyway, so people, if you have your wireless open, close it. Put a security on it. Put a password. Yeah. Put a password on it. It's not that hard. There's tutorials on YouTube. Go to howto.com. Seriously, it's actually not that hard.
And if you find yourself having problems locking down your internet and your Wi-Fi, please call Load Failure 404. Contact him one way or another, and he will fix it for you.
I will.
Only locally. If you live out of the district, whatever.
Well, I might be able to connect over.
Shameless plug! That makes what, 4 now?
Yes.
Alright, we're good.
Yes.
I think we've hit our quota.
Alrighty then.
So, yeah, in other words, Google, what the hell, man? Oh, you know what? I haven't said what might become my catchphrase yet. I'm waiting for it. I'm waiting for the moment that pisses me off so much tonight where I have to actually say, in what world is that right? Because I've noticed that I've said that a couple of times now
You have.
in our last couple of podcasts, which
Yep.
happened to be our first couple of podcasts. I'm hoping it'll be my catchphrase. That or you idiot, whichever. That's a little inside joke.
Oh, yeah.
And Who knows? It might become outside. No, I'll throw a low color outside or something like that. I don't
Oh,
know.
come on.
Whichever.
At least it's, not raining, I hope.
Well, it was earlier, but I don't know. I haven't looked outside anymore. I'm afraid of it.
If
I'm
it's
afraid of the
raining, I'll
outdoors.
short.
That's true, and you're already short enough as it is. So.
And I don't need to get shut up. Come on.
Zing.
I
Anyway,
know, right?
So yeah, on the topic of technology, I know that your processors are overloading because you want to talk and talk and talk about technology. So, at the moment, I'm pretty sure I heard some screams down the street that I want to go check out because I think experiment number 9 might have found us.
Oh, that's not good.
So
Just
I'm
be
gonna
careful.
go.
The mental ward. They've been kind of lurking around. Be
Don't
very
worry.
careful.
You know what? I can take care of it. Don't worry.
Okay, cool.
So, Dr. Lucian PhD is gonna go out and look for experiment number 9.
Oh,
I'm
that's
gonna let
gotta be
load failure
interesting.
load and fail on you guys
Hey, come on.
about technology for a few moments, and we'll see where that gets us. I hope to come back in one piece.
I hope you do too.
I hope to at
You
least
need
come
a
back.
tank gun for
No.
yourself, not for experiment number 9.
No, that I've got that for. I've got one for him, and I've got one for myself for after.
Oh,
it's all
okay,
over.
cool.
I plan on finding the nearest barn and tying myself up by my ankles and then injecting myself.
All
In
right.
other words, I'm pulling the trigger right in my neck. So
All
just hook
right.
it to my veins. So
Hey, that's kind of how I feel
but-
with Mountain Dew.
I promise I will be
Pepsi
back.
could sponsor my life with Mountain Dew.
I promise I will be.
Shameless plug.
Shut up. I'll be
Oh,
back.
come on.
I'll be back, and I might be missing an arm. No promises, though.
I'll build you a new one, okay? It's fine.
Oh yeah, 'cause that sounds wonderful.
I know,
Anyway,
right?
You go ahead and you ramble on to the invisible people because
Hi, invisible people.
you're good at just talking and talking and talking and talking and talking. I think you get the idea. Anyway,
Yeah.
you have fun. I'll be back in a few minutes, hopefully, 10 max, to talk about aliens.
Oh, great. This ought to be a fun subject.
Because that's totally not where we got some of the DNA for experiment number 9.
Totally not.
I'll be right back.
Thank you, Area 51. Oh, wait, dang it! I'll edit that out, I promise. Okay. So, I've been doing a lot of reading, a lot of research about the market of Windows 8 Pro and Windows 8 and Windows RT. Apparently, a lot of people are getting confused on Windows RT and Windows 8. They don't. They're not so confused after they get it home though. Windows RT actually is not a full operating system. In fact, Windows 8 is not even compatible with any Windows-based application. So, if you are like me and you're cheap and you like using OpenOffice, then, you can't do that. You can't go out buy Surface Pro or any product running or not Surface Pro, I'm sorry, a Surface product or a Windows RT product and throw that on there, or Firefox or Chrome. Developers are just not supporting it, and for good reason. When people are more likely to buy Windows 8 actual Windows 8, the real Windows 8 versus RT. IBM is actually selling their RT products at a discount rate. Best Buy, Staples, Office Depot, they're trying to get their RT products out the door because everybody comes back and they're going, this isn't what I want. This Windows machine isn't loading any of my applications. Why? Can you help me? And then they find out that, they bought basically, well, it's not really knockoff, but I call it fake Windows. For any of you who have ever used the old Windows Palm Pilots or the older smartphones, they actually ran mobile Windows or Windows CE. Windows CE was the predecessor to Windows Mobile, and it turned into Windows RT. RT looks a lot like Windows CE, which in the old days you had something way smaller than a netbook, and it was a touch screen, and you could, it had a small version of Office and Explorer and all these things, and developers made applications for them. Sometimes Windows Mobile is still supported, but not so much. Windows RT is not being picked up by the market, mainly because Microsoft did not make a clear distinction between their Windows RT market and their Windows 8 market. The actual Windows 8 market. Let me see if I can make a little more sense of this. The RT actually runs on the what processor? Just a second. The RT actually runs on the same processor that your phone runs on, the ARM-based processor, which is nice for mobile devices like a phone, because you want that instant on, but for something that looks like a full-fledged machine, not very good. The Windows 8 is obviously obviously Intel-based architecture. It runs on AMD. It's happy. We're good. Bottom line is, if you guys are looking for a good, here's a quote from TechLive.com. NVIDIA's CEO actually said last month that he was actually disappointed with poor response to Windows RT. An Acer executive have said that Microsoft needs to improve the usability of RT, and that leads all back to the applications. You don't have all the features of Windows 8, even though it looks like Windows 8. It's actually not. Anyway, that's kind of the end of that rant. Oh yeah, no, actually, I want to go on a little bit. Give my 2 cents about what I think they should do. And I've read hints that this might actually happen. That I've been reading up on what might be in the Surface 2, and they were talking about that it might have more RAM, 8 gigs of RAM. It might have a HD display in it. The battery life might be improved. They might not go with RT because it failed. There's no way to shake it. RT failed. It was a good idea-ish, but it failed. The reason why Droid and Apple work so well, like you have For Apple, you have your iPod, or iPod Touch now. You have your iPhone, you have your iPad. I can go through and I can develop applications for one of those devices, and unless I impose some type of restriction, on that, people with any of those can load it onto those machines, right? Same with Android. You can bring it up on whatever you've got. If you go to your Windows device, though, like Nokia's Windows Phone, the Surface Pro, Surface RT, other devices such as that, they're all running different types of Windows. So so all the developers for the Windows applications are pulling their hair out, because instead of developing it for a Intel-based architecture, they have to port it for a ARM architecture, and all that, which is fine, except when I go onto my phone and I say, you know what, I really would like to use OpenOffice over their version of Office, and I can't, or I want to use Firefox versus Explorer on a Windows phone, or something like that. So, a lot of companies like Dell and IBM or Lenovo now have come up and said, you know what, we have small enough processors like the Atom processor. They're powerful enough now that they actually can take a full-fledged Windows operating system and throw it onto a tablet. And it has almost as good battery life. I mean, that's pretty much the idea of what RT was. It was to give the tablet a better battery life. Right now, we are recording this right now on a Surface Pro. I am running Windows 8 Pro, okay? I am running Audacity. I am running Write by OpenOffice. I am running WebEx. I'm running Steam, Google, Chrome, Firefox, and some, I got Avast running in the background. I love Avast, by the way, and other stuff like that. I cannot do this on a mobile device or an RT device like that, So what I see happening, and what should happen for the easeability of developers, is that Nokia and all the other manufacturers of the Windows-based phones should actually move to an Atom-based system. And probably even a year ago, I would not have even thought about this, but this Surface Pro runs on 4 gigs, an i5 processor running at 1 point something gigahertz, over 1 point something gigahertz, whatever, yeah, you get it. Anyway, it's also got 128 gig solid state. There's no moving parts. So it boots up in about 15 seconds, if that. From standby mode, it boots up even quicker. So, I mean, there's no distinction now between how fast a RT device will boot versus, a a 32 or 64-bit Intel-based device will boot, because it's all solid state. You know, the Surface gets about 5.5 hours of battery power, and that's me doing stuff. That's not my. I'm not doing anything. That's me recording something. That's me playing a game. That's me, you know, downloading more stuff. You know, that's me. You know, I'm just anyway. That's a rant, but you get what I'm saying. So the sooner they move everything over to, you know, Intel-based stuff, the sooner developers will be like, oh, okay, I can, you know, I can develop things, and okay, yeah, well, we'll do that instead of saying, well, I gotta make this for the phones. Well, it's not really gonna work right on the RT. Oh, well, it's not gonna work at all on the Windows 8, you know, and so, and there's been a lot of hints from what I'm reading that they're gonna actually try this. Probably not with phones. I would like to see the phones go to it, because that like Android, it's cross-platform, you know. And in fact, that to that, you know, I've been reading that Apple even announced that they're going to be moving to a 64-bit architecture, you know. So not only are they going to have a, you know, do they now have a slick device, but they're going to move it to a 64-bit, you know, and I don't know, it's going to be fairly interesting to see, you know, because is it going to take up more memory? Is it going to use up more battery? Is it, you know, which is going to be pretty slick if you really think about it, because most everything on the iPhone runs on a 32-bit, which is okay, but you know, like, it took them a while to even move up to. Oh boy!
I'm alive.
Hey,
right?
you have all your limbs. What
Mostly.
What happened to your hair?
Don't ask.
Oh
Thank
God! People.
Shovel.
Not on me.
You know what? Yeah, I need to sit down anyway. That was tiresome. I'm gonna. We'll deal with that after we're done recording.
Oh man.
Oh. That's
That
something where it should be.
People, did you catch him?
Sort of. Parts of them.
Parts of him.
Oh,
Did you
the
use
chase
the
me to that.
C4 or what?
Sort of.
I didn't hear explosions or.
We made it outside of town. Just, yeah.
What, they drag you or?
Yeah.
Okay, people. Number 9 apparently to.
Yeah.
Is he caught? Is he dead? Or
you know what?
incapacitated? Or?
Let's just say I need a shovel, and he won't be waking up anytime soon.
Oh, great.
Don't worry, we have clones.
And we're recording this.
They'll never believe it.
Probably not.
No, those things are fake.
Yeah.
It's all good.
Yeah.
All right, you know,
it's fine.
just,
I'm just gonna go back to. Oh, by the way, I made it on my free string jacket. I finally got me a beer.
How about that? You got a beer.
Yeah, it's a nice Michelob Ultra.
Ooh, shameless plug. This
Goes down smooth.
This podcast not sponsored by anybody.
No, it's
Nobody
not.
likes us.
But if you hear us and love to sponsor us, please.
Yeah, you know, contact us through our Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, whatever.
Yeah.
You know,
we're being serious.
We're more
you know.
than open to have you give us money for better equipment and
A better quality of life.
and better lab equipment.
Yes.
I mean, no, don't worry about that.
We need,
That's nothing.
yeah,
Shut up.
that's nothing.
Moving on. Back to technology. Go.
Yeah. Okay.
Distract him.
Yes. Anyway, they're moving this to a 64-bit, and so they're moving this thing to a 64-bit, and it looks like it's gonna be an ARM processor based. I don't know. There's been a lot of talks between Intel, but the CEO of Intel is basically saying, hell no, we're not gonna make your ARM processors. You know, we're not gonna help our competitors, pretty much. Apparently Samsung is been on the contracting list for Apple to make their little mobile processors. And incidentally, it seems that Apple's trying to move away from that. For the purposes of Samsung moving more in the Android market, they're using their own chips, own technology for their Android devices, and Apple sees that as, well, obviously competition. I would too. But they go to Intel. Intel's like, no, we're not making your little fake processor architecture, you know, because they've been trying to keep up with the ARM technology for years with their Atom processor. Their Atom processors are getting better, I grant you that. Netbooks, nice try, but yeah. Anyway, so it looks like in years down the road we might see actual x86 processors or x64-bit processors in iPhones and iPads, which I think would be great. It would make it completely cross-platform. You want to do GarageBand on your iPad? Alright, you don't have to get a different version. All you have to do is get the one that you already got, install it in your iPad, or your iPhone, or your iPod Touch, you know, and yeah, it'd be great. And besides, yeah, it would just be kind of cool to be like, yeah, I got an i5 in my iPhone. Get it? i5, iPhone. Anyway, I know, right? And where is our little sound of? Well, I guess you can be our sound effect.
I am the soundboard.
Oh gosh, no.
You
All right.
need trumpets because I'm gonna have to remove my pants for that. Yeah,
Oh.
I can do better with my pants down.
Oh God, no.
So no trumpets, right?
No.
Okay, just
Definitely
checking.
no trumpets. No.
Maybe I'll do a soundbite
Oh.
later.
Oh.
On my own.
Thank
I feel
you.
awkward showing you my pantsless self.
You feel awkward. I would feel awkward.
You want awkwardness? Try waking up the next morning to a hut.
Dude, seriously?
Nerd humor.
See, I'd rather have a Twi'lek. He wants a hut.
No, I was trying to imply that was a bad thing.
Oh,
Personally,
okay.
I'd take a Togruta over a Twi'lek though, because they're always red and they got like white strips.
Okay, I was gonna be when he said try and wake up next to a hut, all I could think of was Death by Snoo.
All I can think of is which one of us is fatter.
Oh God, that'd be, yeah. I think the hut wins.
Yeah, but still, put that nasty image in your head.
No, I'm
Think
not.
about it.
No.
Think about
No,
it. You know you wanna
Oh God,
making the hut.
it's killing me.
Think about.
I'm blue screening. Okay, I'm good.
I flipped the switch. It's fine.
Yeah, I'm fine.
Yeah.
What's going on here? How'd I got on my restraint jacket? Did you let me out?
Whoops. You know what? Don't worry
Did
about it.
I blue screen again?
Yeah, I may
Damn
have
it.
reset you too far back. That's my bad.
Where was I?
Where you are right now.
Seriously.
Look,
in the
look,
in the
you were-
conversation with the invisible people, where was I at?
Something about being a nerd. Oh, okay. Something about technology and Apple sucking it, I think.
Oh, okay,
Apples
yeah.
are tasty or something.
Oh yeah, the
I'm still
wonderful
cleaning my
Mac
wounds.
fruit. Okay.
I'm still cleaning my wounds over here, right? Give me a break.
What happened to you?
Oh, never mind. We'll go over it later.
Did number 9 escape?
Yeah. Look,
Oh,
look.
God.
I'll give you a quick review later.
This is terrible.
Look, no, it's
Dude,
fine.
look at that!
Yeah.
You're getting blood all over, man.
Alright, look.
Seriously.
After we take care of the stuff with the shovel, we'll get a
I'm
mop.
gonna have to get the Roomba, and we're gonna have to clean up all the brush, and is that, what is happened to your hair?
Yeah, I don't want to talk about that still.
And
You know what? Go
how'd
back.
you get that piercing in your ear? Is that
that's
part of a tooth? Or,
yeah, that's actually surprisingly one of mine.
Oh my god.
You know what? Go back to
No wonder he
Applebee's.
has a toothache all the time.
Go back to Applebee's and Tasty, and we'll.
Okay,
we'll get to that
so,
later. I'll explain it all. I promise.
So yeah, seriously, where was I at here? Anyway, so it'd be great if they wind up going to that architecture. I don't know. Samsung actually released a thing right after Apple did. Well, not too long after Apple did, saying that they're going to try and release a phone with 64-bit, which would be great. The iPhone would run a whole lot faster, Siri would be happier, and maybe she could do more tricks, like jump through hoops and, you know. Oh yeah, speaking of that, I was reading about the new, Microsoft phone. They apparently are redoing the core, and guess what it's gonna be? It is going to be Cortana. Yes, Halo fans, Cortana, and it's actually gonna look like her.
That's hot.
I know, it really
Oops,
is.
I owe Pierce $5.
That is seriously, that would make me buy a Windows-based phone right there, because my Android assistant, not so hot, not so sexy.
That's so
And
purple.
I know, right? But still, it makes me want to build a Master Chief helmet, just try and stick her in my head.
The last thing we need is a woman in your head. You're already crazy enough. I'm sorry, women.
I already
didn't
have
mean
a
it.
woman on the outside of my head, so
I didn't mean it. I love women.
both
I love
of
them
us.
a lot.
Yes,
I love you,
we do.
you women that listen to us.
Yes,
You poor things.
yes.
I'm sorry.
We really are. We have melted your brains continually. Anywho, so Windows phones enthusiasts, write to your, the morons that are in charge of making the phones to pressure them into moving older phones to Atom-based processors. So all the applications will be cross-compatible. Yeah, anywho. It's great.
Are you done now?
You know what? I think I got my ranting about done
Your
with.
process was cool finally?
Let me take a sip of my beer, I'll tell you.
That's more than a sip. That's a chug, but okay.
It was a sup. It really does go down smooth. And
Right.
It-
Processor's cool now?
yes,
Okay, shut up.
we're good.
Okay, now that we're all brain damaged,
Especially from my rambling.
wait, that might have been before.
I'm
Anyway,
sorry for the rant, but
we are
it had to
getting-
happen.
we have been getting suggestions that we should shorten our amount of time. And we are just past the 1 hour mark. So we have time for one more little topic,
Oh boy.
because the hell with it, right?
Right.
Who gets to tell us what to do?
We do.
We do?
We do?
Oh, I was expecting
Wait.
a therapist, but...
Well, that too. But if I was, my therapist
Well,
told, my therapist told me I should kill people.
I don't
So,
think that's a proper therapist, but...
well,
what do I know?
it wasn't exactly what she said. She said that, that I need to relieve stress in my life.
Ah, she probably should have been a bit more specific. You know what, that's okay. We got phones.
So, you know, I mean,
Wait, you didn't hear that. Anyway,
wait.
moving on. Topic.
Anyway, new topic.
Okay.
Edit, definitely edit.
So,
Um,
I've dived deep into the nasty, stinky bowels of Reddit once again.
Oh boy.
Sorry, Reddit, you know it's true. Because
Yes.
I know
We
it's
love
true
you,
because
Reddit.
I'm one of you.
Yes. He
am,
is.
I'm a Redditor.
He even painted himself red. Wait, is that blood or?
You know what? We've been over this, but you don't remember. Sorry. Look,
You should have restored me that far
you blue
back.
screen. I didn't mean to. I was in a hurry. Look, just forget it. You already did.
That's why I said I wanted to go to a solid state and raid my brain.
Okay, that's enough. That's enough. Okay, look, we'll go over it. We'll worry about that afterwards. We can argue then, all right? We don't need people to hear our arguing.
Yes, we
No,
do.
but look, the longer we take, the closer the white coats get to us. So, let's move on.
Yes, you do need to move locations.
Yeah, I mean, number 9 found us pretty fast, so
that was
they might
scary.
have given us away a bit. So, anyway.
Your
anyway.
eyes are blinking blue. That kind of reminds me of a blue screen or a tracking device.
Uh-oh. Okay, we're going to get to this topic so we can get out of here.
Man.
Anyway, like I said, we delved into Reddit once more for a nice little question on the Ask Reddit subreddit. And if you could be so kind as to bring that up for me so that I can actually read the proper question to people. In the meantime, I'm going to sit here and, I don't know,
Doodle himself.
Sure, something like that. Or kind of music, whichever. Don't go any further. That might be copyrighted.
Yeah, probably. And we don't need infringement laws to be infringed upon.
Nope, because I'm not the infringing type.
Scrolling.
Okay.
There we go.
Okay, so here's the question. And
Question away.
shut up. We'd like to hear your answers to this too, for anybody that cares to, at least acknowledge that we're alive.
Yes. We're
Okay,
alive?
shut up. Well, I am. You know what? You're not a real boy. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to bring
I'm
you
not.
like this.
I am not Pinocchio.
Have you seen your nose? Anyway, okay, so here's the question. You're the first person to come in contact with extraterrestrials. What do you do? Now, the question is a little bit vague on this. It doesn't specify whether we're out there and we come into contact, or we're here and they come into contact with us. So let's go with the baseline idea of we're here, they come to us, and if anybody wants to give us other answers about what you do if you came across them because you were space traveling or whatever, feel free. We're going to go with the baseline for now. So, What do you think? Some of the main answers were either, people were saying either shit themselves, wet themselves, run away in terror, try to have sex with the aliens, show them we know math so that they can think that we're at least somewhat intelligent, God forbid.
Wow.
Also,
Scary.
Also, some of the more smarter things, besides just the math, of telling them to run away, this isn't a good place, we're not ready, take me with you, plenty of those. And plenty of I'd punch them to show them more dominant. So, how about you?
I think I'd want to at least go with them for a while.
Yeah, I agree.
I'd like to come back home at some point, but Be like, ooh, look at me, I got my ship. Yeah.
I hope they don't give you a ship. You suck at driving a car.
Shut up.
No, I'm the one that says that. I doubt that. And I'm the one that tells you to shut up.
Well,
I'm
guess
in
what?
command.
No,
Don't make me reboot you.
You are not the captain.
And I'm going to have to reset you.
Crap.
You know what? I might just turn you off. You're not good.
I am not Data.
Yes. Yes, you're not Data.
If I was Data, my arm would... What? Where? Oh my god, did you...
I may have removed your arm.
Why?
I needed it to bring down number 9. I
I
didn't move
just
your limbs,
got
though.
it working.
Look.
Give me your arm.
No.
Yes.
I know where yours is. I'm going to go find it afterwards. I forgot to grab it. That's my bad. Still have it back.
Man.
Nice, shiny. Rosie will be home. Alright. Anyway, on to my answer. Because you don't know when to shut the hell up. We're on a timetable here.
Remove
Hush,
my parts.
hush. If you don't hush, I'll move more. I'll move your voice modulator.
Oh.
Yeah, so shush. Anyway, let's see. My serious answer here would be, honestly, I've seen this on the post too, that somebody stated that there's a good chance that if they've traveled however many light years, they have the technology to travel from one planet to another, that they probably have a way to observe us, research us, study us, learn our language. They've probably already done that. So they're making the first contact scenario. I'm assuming they already know, our language, at least the basic language that most of the world speaks, which oddly enough anymore is English. There's more of us speaking
What
English.
is Spanish?
Either or Chinese. Well, you know what it was like in Firefly, right? In Firefly,
Yeah.
the two dominant
Language.
countries that kind of ended up being the dominant languages was Chinese and English. So
yeah.
so it's kind of but yeah.
I thought that was good. Pretty good though.
I liked that. That was neat.
Yeah.
It was clever.
It was.
Anyway, so I'm gonna assume that if they're making contact with somebody in our country, they know what language we speak.
I don't even know what language I speak.
It's called. Anyway, so I would probably try to talk with them, ask them what they're here for. If they're here in peace, yeah, cool. We'll sit down. We'll have a cup of tea because I like tea, and
Invite
probably,
me over.
No.
Come on.
Eventually, yes, but not right away. I don't want to scare them.
They'd be scared by you
No, you.
and number 9
I don't want to scare
and
you.
the other
either.
experiments.
I'm pretty sure you might actually panic because I would. Hence the tea. It'd be really awkward because I'd be sitting there.
Too much Star Trek.
I'd probably be sitting there staring at them like for about half an hour, and then they'd really, finally say something. But oh, sorry, my bad. A little shock. But yeah, what it would be is I'd probably sit down with them, start talking with them, see why they've decided to make contact, see if there's anything I can do. Yeah.
I am insignificant.
Yeah, you are, but
So are you.
A little less, but yes.
Oh, really?
I created number 9. Not my proudest moment, but
There you go.
But yeah, don't worry.
You couldn't even take him down yourself. You had to remove my arm.
Look, I hid some things in there that I needed. Alright? I'll explain later. Just shut up about it. I'm busy.
Oh, man.
So anyway, but yeah, I'd probably want to talk with them, learn as much as I could, and, who knows? If I'm lucky, maybe essentially become their
slave.
No,
Yes.
if they were here for slavery, I'd probably turn on the human race to save my own ass. Sorry. I'd turn over you and my other experiments right away. First thing. But yeah.
Man, you hear how he treats us?
What can I say? I'm a lunatic, and lunatics look over themselves. No, I'm kidding. I'd probably crap myself thin.
Wow,
but no.
that would be impressive. And that also would be a lot of shit.
Well, yeah, I'm full of it, I know. So,
Can you imagine how many times toilet would have to flush for that?
I never said it would be on the toilet.
I
We're talking
I was
about the
hoping
idea
it
of
would
still,
be in the toilet,
well, we're,
not
well,
on
whatever.
the
We're still talking
toilet.
about the idea of I'm conversing with the aliens. If they say, "Hey, we're going to enslave you," well, okay, right there. Not
Oh,
going
I
to take the
see.
time to say, "Oh, excuse me, I've got to go shit a brick now because you've just frightened me." Go into the restroom, sit down, shit a brick, come out. Now, if you'll
With
excuse
my
me,
shotgun.
and now I'm back. So if you'll excuse me one last time, and run. You need to just be quiet so that I can finish my conversation with the invisible people, alright?
But the
I let you have your
invisible
time.
people-
I let you have your time. You had your rant. Your processor should be cool now. So shut the hell up so I can talk for once uninterrupted. God, androids are so annoying. This is why I
So
want
are
an iPhone.
humans.
This is why I want an iPhone.
What?
Androids are annoying.
Come
Yeah.
on. Yes.
So, anyway, so yes,
We're better than apples.
shut up. Apples are tasty,
They are.
and bananas are long, and oranges are the only actual fruit that are recognized as a color.
And
So-
they're also annoying.
I hate that show.
Me too.
Anyway,
Anyway, back to
Shameless
back to
hate
the
plug.
aliens.
so yeah, I think that honestly, I think it'd be cool. You know,
Yeah.
Yes, I'm not going to deny that if I got to meet a hot one, that I would try to work my way into her pants. Or whatever they call them. I don't know. Pants,
Yeah.
leggings, underwear,
Well, why
whatever.
is she didn't work?
That's a good start. Less work to me.
Actually, I'll throw out the different scenario. What if you ran into an alien species that, that the male and female was reversed?
Yeah. We were talking about that earlier, kind of like the whole Farscape episode.
Yeah.
Yeah. Probably not find them as attractive with a penis.
Yeah.
I think as soon as he whipped that out, I'd probably say, you know what? I changed my mind about Earth Customs. We don't do that. We don't touch tits. I mean, okay, look. Some people do. And if they do that, that's fine. I don't touch tits.
Yeah.
We don't
Same
all
here.
touch tits.
No.
But, yeah. So, but I'm going to just assume that if they're female, they look female, and if they're male, they look male. Let's go
Well-
with this assumption that makes me happier than the potential to get laid by an alien.
Well, what about another scenario where there are no genders? They're asexual.
They still have a vagina?
Don't know.
Well, then it
Most
doesn't
likely
matter.
no.
They're asexual. Obviously, they don't know what getting laid means, and it doesn't matter. So I'm just going to have a regular conversation with them and try to get some of their technology and send them on their way.
Fair enough.
Actually, you know what? I got a new scenario for this that
Oh,
we're going
boy.
to try to go over to real quick. So, okay. Let's play with the idea that these aliens have come here so that they can ask our permission to move to Mars. Since we're the only, as far as we know, sentient life forms in this solar system, they feel like they have to get our permission first. First of all, that'd be polite and nice of them, which I'd appreciate. But would you feel proper personally giving them the permission, or would you want to take it to the world governments? Let's say specifically, would you want to take it to the UN?
I think you'd actually have to, because what is it to me to make that judgment call?
And, I can agree with that, but what I think I'd do is, honestly, I'd want to make a big stink about it, kind of thing. I'd want to introduce at least one of the aliens to the world, saying, hey, these guys are here, because you don't want to just bring it to the government, because there's a damn fine chance the government's going to say, ooh, okay, you keep this under wraps.
We have it's a matter of national security.
Yeah,
and
that
yeah, exactly.
Yeah, pretty much.
And then
I'd want to.
It wouldn't be good for us.
I'd take it to the media, make a big stink about it. All the media's invited except for Fox, because Fox, Fox News, whatever. That's not news. That's crap. Yeah, that's right. I said it. Suck it, Rupert Murdoch. Anyway, so yeah, take it to the media and make a big thing about it. and and get it out there to the world that, hey, these guys are here, and like the scenario would be their planet is dying. They need somewhere new to stay. We're the closest galaxy to where they came from, kind of deal. And they thought, hey, you know what? We can terraform this planet in a couple weeks because we got the technology and we got enough to thrive and survive on our ship.
And we can actually make a magnetic field to, keep the atmosphere, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
Anywho,
but
that's
the tricky part
deep.
is I'd probably still sit there and tell the aliens not to give us any technology because of the fact of, like they said in the Reddit of the First Contact thing, of we're not ready for some of those things.
No.
Now, if we could get together and actually decide on a general world council like the UN, but actually, does the job the UN should do and actually govern the world instead of just sit there at their desks and talk about the world and bitch at each other.
Right.
Then, if we actually have like a world...
That's right, we called you out, UN.
Yeah. Suck it up. Take over the world already. So, just
that's the Illuminati.
Well, the Illuminati can suck it too.
Oh, okay.
You heard it. But yeah, if we could get something going like that, like a general world leader that we can trust, but good luck with that politics, right?
I know.
Or a world council that agree on the best interest for us, and so that we don't have to worry about one leader.
I have an idea. Let's make a computer.
I'd rather not.
Wait, no, I think that. Never mind.
Let me just bring to mind Matrix.
Or Skynet.
I don't know much about Skynet, but Matrix.
Well,
yeah. So, but yeah.
Anybody who's seen Terminator knows what I'm talking about.
Nah, I get it. Okay. But anyway, that's my thoughts, and then maybe once we get good enough, totally start helping us with technology because we let you live on one of our planets that we were going to try to move to at some point. You guys just got to the property for us, essentially, and we said go ahead. I think that'd be the right thing to do. We could save a race. They kind of owe us one.
Yeah.
And so that's good diplomacy right there. So, and plus, once you bring it to the whole world, what's the government going to do? Like, oh, crap. Okay, fine. I guess we have to agree to it. Otherwise, we look like the assholes. And then we piss off all the others.
Well, except America. America would be like, no, this didn't really happen. Except with a big-ass mothership that everybody can see.
Okay, I know where you're going with this, but we're running out of time. I tell you what. We'll try to make that top priority first thing next week for the podcast, all right? We'll go into the whole aliens are real kind of talk then. We'll even share some of our experiences that we've had before because I think some of them are kind of entertaining, kind of interesting, and possibly can be completely debunked. But not all of them.
No.
There are some that are just too intense.
Yeah.
So...
But some.
Plus, it's a good thing because that's it's coming closer to Halloween time. So
exactly.
Quick announcement. We would like to, for our listeners, since Halloween is coming up, that podcast time, we'll get an official date when we get closer.
Yeah.
We want to hold a contest. Load Failure's recently gotten into steampunk.
It's cool.
He's kind of found it and fell in love with it. So what we'd like to do is we want to take people that can enjoy steampunk as well, and we're going to have a costume contest. You dress up in your best steampunk gear and send us a picture. Share it with us through Facebook, Twitter, whatever. We'll add you into the event listing and all that, and the prize, well, let's face it, I'm not going to lie to you guys. It's not exactly the most expensive of prizes, but it's still pretty neat. It's the Alice in Wonderland Tea Party Steampunk Pocket Watch necklace, it says. So, yeah, it looks pretty awesome as far as steampunk stuff goes. So, I think it'd be pretty cool. We'll try to link an image to it. And, if you guys want to join in, just send us a picture of your best steampunk costume. You've got time. You've got, a month or so to actually dress up, take a picture, and send it to us.
Yeah.
And
Just have fun with it, guys.
we'll try to figure out the dates. We haven't really gotten into the details of it too much yet, so we'll work out the official end date to it all, and then the announced date and everything like that. And we'll let you guys know as soon as we can. But I think for now we've pretty much covered all of our topics.
Yeah, it's
And-
kind of amazing. Our times are decreasing each podcast.
Let's hope we don't get down to 5 minutes. That'd be kind of boring.
That it would be.
And then we're gonna go nowhere with that.
No.
So yeah. But yeah, that's pretty much it. The contest, keep that in mind. We'll talk more about it maybe next week. Next week we want to talk about aliens because we are believers. I also believe in ghosts, but we won't get into that just yet. That is a special Halloween episode.
Yes.
The ghost stories.
Ooh.
Tantalizing.
Ooh.
But yeah, send us questions, send us answers to our questions, send us money. No, popcorn. We want popcorn.
Popcorn and Hot Pockets.
Ooh, I like the cheesesteak Hot Pockets.
Ooh, nice.
And barbecue chicken Hot Pockets.
And Mountain Dew.
Lots
and lots of Mountain Dew.
And I drink Orange Crush.
He does.
Shameless plug. Like it's water.
That's how I drink Mountain Dew.
Ooh, and Oreos.
And send us milk along with the Oreos.
Absolutely. And, oh, no, actually, you know what? Here's the thing. Anybody in the local area that knows who we actually are, I tell you what, do me a favor. They had them last year. They had candy corn Oreos. I never got a chance to actually try any. And I really want to try them. So if you find them this year for Halloween, for God's sakes, if you know Load Failure, get them to him and he'll give them to me. If you know me, get them to me. I want to try those things, and I guess I might share a few, depending.
All right.
But, don't expect many, because I'm an Oreo fan, so.
That's alright. I like the original Oreo the
I like the
best.
strawberry ice cream one.
Really?
And the mint.
I am not. The mints are good. I haven't tried the strawberry ice cream.
I'll have to try to save one, but I doubt I will.
Alright. I also like the
This podcast not brought to you by Oreos.
Yes.
Or Nabisco. Or any of these other products we mentioned. We don't have sponsors. Again, sponsor us.
Yes. We
Please.
do like food though.
We're starving
We
for
are.
attention.
Attention, yes.
Give it to us. Anyway, so that's pretty much it. Just want to, again, as per usual, thank you everybody for sticking with the madness. It got a little madder than usual tonight.
It did. Number 9, I couldn't believe. But
Next time you hear from number 9, it'll probably be number 9 point something or other. We'll figure out how many points we have to go through until we get the right one.
I have to rewrite his brain, don't I?
Parts of it.
Oh,
you know what? We'll get into that later. So we just want to thank you guys for putting up with
I'm
us
gonna have
again.
to take a week off work.
You already had a week off work, so you've got time.
Yeah.
It's all good. It's fine.
Man.
It's fine. You're part robot. You can do this. Anyway.
I am. Oh yeah, I am.
Yeah, I didn't load you that far back. Anyway, thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for
a robot.
and transsexuals perhaps too for joining us. I don't want to leave it without.
True.
Thank you for joining us again on yet another insanity-induced repcast. And again, we love you. We love you. We want you to have our babies, or maybe we'll have yours, whichever. So, yeah, those are our parting words. Keep those in your nightmares.
Yes.
And come blame us for them next week on the Week Rogue Entertainment Podcast. Thank you. And
Thank you.
good morning, good afternoon, or good night.
Whichever one you choose to listen to us in.
Yeah, it's dark here, but I don't know what it is there.
Yep.
So, see you later.
See ya. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.